The 8-day war that toppled Britain's empire. Welcome to Legends Untold. Stick and stay. Don't forget to subscribe and share. It was meant to be a tidy colonial mop-up. 3 friends, 1 canal, a weekend of shooting, then scones. 8 days later the British Empire folded so fast Washington and Moscow had to sweep up the mess. How did a bulletproof plan turn into Britain's biggest diplomatic faceplant since Yorktown? Stick around. What you learn next will flip your mental map of the 20th century. Section 1. The Spark. July 1956, Egypt. Jamal Abdel Nasser steps onto a wooden platform in Tahrir Square and, almost as an afterthought, says the Suez Canal now belongs to Egyptians. The waterway ships 2/3 of Europe's oil. Britain and France react like someone just hot-wired their car while they're still in it. Within hours London and Paris decide, Nasser has to go. Section 2. The Secret Deal. Eden sees a pint-sized Mussolini across the water. Malik remembers Nasser's radio tirades backing Algeria's rebels. Israel wants the Fedayeen raids from Gaza to stop. Over coffee and whiskey in a quiet villa at Sèvres they sketch out Operation Musketeer. Israel punches into Sinai. London and Paris issue a peacekeeping ultimatum, then grab the canal. Clean, legal, home by Christmas, so they think. Section 3. The invasion begins the 29th of October, dusk. Israeli paratroopers land in the Mitla Pass. Egyptian radios crackle. 36 hours later British Lancasters thunder over Port Said and crater the airfields. On the 5th of November British and French commandos splash ashore under searchlights while European residents cheer, and just off camera everyone suddenly feels the ground shift. Section 4. The world turns. Washington isn't clapping. Eisenhower, up for re-election, finds out from the nightly news, not from Downing Street. He's livid. We've just scolded the Soviets over Hungary, and now our allies look like 19th century imperial extras. Ike threatens to sell sterling bonds and crash the pound. Moscow, busy shelling Budapest, still squeezes in a promise to rocket the invaders. At the UN a ceasefire sails through 64-5. The canal zone suddenly feels very, very small. Section 5. 8 days, total collapse. By the 7th of November the invaders own the canal but can't afford it. No cash, no fuel, no friends. Britain's cabinet meets under bunker lighting. Petrol coupons return for the first time since the Blitz. Eden cables Washington, we're done. French troops follow. Israeli tanks park in the sand. Less than a week after the first shot, the last British soldier climbs a troopship while UN observers watch. The empire that once ruled a quarter of the planet sneaks home with its boots in its hand. CTA 1. If these blink and you miss it disasters are your thing, hit subscribe. History is littered with plans that looked bulletproof until they met reality. Section 6. The aftermath. The canal stays shut until April 1957, blocked by 40 scuttled freighters. Britain's gold bleeds away, the pound loses its VIP pass. Eden quits in January, a broken man. France decides America can't be trusted and fast-tracks its own bomb. Israel gains free passage through the Straits of Tehran for 10 years, then learns preemptive wars come with a bar tab. Across Arab capitals Nasser becomes a rock star, Pan-Arabism surges and Soviet advisors move into Cairo's bases. The superpower duopoly that will run the next 30 years is born on a 120-mile ditch in the desert. History doesn't repeat, but it loves a remix. Tell me which modern standoff gives you Suez déjà vu, and I'll pin the sharpest take. "8 days of bullets didn't just dent armor, they cracked centuries of imperial confidence." Britain marched in to police the world and discovered the world no longer wanted the service, at least not on London's terms. Suez didn't only close a canal, it closed an era. From that week on, the big questions would be answered in Washington and Moscow, not Westminster or Paris. And that, right there, is how the empire on which the sun never set finally punched its last time card, at dusk on 7 November 1956.